hold up any trees. But we were looking at the table just before it started this, Carl, and if he were to win and get to 4 points, he's not looking too bad.
No, you're right. This is a big match. Obviously, it doesn't come much harder. Josh was playing some good stuff this week, to be fair. He looks like probably the man in form from all the pool we've seen. I know Albin's undefeated, but he's made a few errors and he's dodged a few bullets.
And the thing with Philip, he wins racks and matches so effortlessly. Gets it all over quickly. Aggressive mindset. And whenever he misses a ball, it's always something of a surprise.
Yeah, that shot was really difficult. You know, even Joshua's not going to keep knocking them in. This one ball's tracking up towards the pink and the red. They were the balls he was using to cover. He just got a little bit heavy-handed when he was banking the one back down table. But that can happen when you're trying to kill the cue ball at the same time.
This afternoon, Eklund Kachi gave a pretty good impression of Mr. Grumpy. And he's not going to be too happy right now because on the other table he's fallen 2-0 adrift of Mieszko Fortunski.
Good safety shot there from Josh. Top of the table from Woodward.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he has been known to make a time foul when he thought he'd said extension, and he hasn't. Well, this time he asked for the extension twice just to make sure, and Desislava Boshilova, the referee, had to confirm with him that she heard. Once bitten, twice shy.
Pia Filler. He's not moved from a chair. Joshua's just done a number on Shane. Now it's Shane's World Cup of pool partner to try and beat the killer.
Yes, the Fillers, they are husband and wife and a real team in every sense. I must be honest, Carl, if someone had told me that into the third session, or the third day I should say, the second session, we'd have two players still unbeaten, I probably would have thought, no, that's not going to happen. But of course, Filler is, and so is Albin Auschen. He missed a lengthy and difficult one, but he got away with it. And when Joshua Filler had a second chance, he fully exploited it. So the German draws first blood. Now over on table 2, prospects for Eklund Kachi just getting slightly brighter. Looks like winning the third rack here. Streaming service.
Second rack. Skyler Woodward to break, trailing by 1 rack to 0.
Nice break there from Skyler. Unfortunately, it got kicked around the table. At first, he'll have been a little bit worried he were going to scratch, but in the end, it's turned out okay. Deserved that. There you see the cue ball parking in the middle.
Yes, could easily have been jammed in, couldn't it, by the 4? Had to stun around the back of the 5 ball.
This is nicely done from Skyler Woodward.
The Kentucky Kid draws level, 1-1. Over on table 2, we might see another scoreboard levelled up after that. Fortunsky, yes, he made contact with the 1. Really, second impression could have been a lot worse, but there's no doubt at the very least Kachi has the tactical edge.
I think he's going to go for the bank shot here. He is. And another bank that we've seen where the 1 ball hits both titties, Phil.
Yeah. Those middle pockets are not very forgiving, are they?
Extension, please.
I've said this before today, these matches lower down the pecking order are actually really intriguing. Just a reminder, it is 16 players here. They all play each other in a 5-day round robin, at the end of which the top 10 go through to the next phase. That's another round robin. Results are carried over. At the end of that one, the top 6 go forward to finals day. There's then another round robin, and the top 4 players from that will contest the semi-finals and ultimately the final. So although Filler is now mathematically certain to be in the top 10, he wants to keep his foot on the gas and get as many wins as he possibly can as a shield against possibly going out in phase 2. So basically, Connell, the key component of this format is that your results in one round robin, in one phase, count for the next.
Yeah, I like that. It's a good idea. Because if somebody does go on to win all 15 matches in the first group, I think it's only right that they should be rewarded for that moving forward, as opposed to if you all just started again.
Yeah, don't like the reset, I must be honest.
10 seconds.
I think that would be unfair. So as you say, this system rewards play from match 1, day 1, right to the end. There's someone in the arena warning the players. 10 seconds to go on the 30-second shot clock. For Joshua Filler, the 30 seconds, that seems like an eternity, so quick. And quickly, he has taken a 2-1 lead over Skyler Woodward. This Europe versus USA clash will continue in just a couple of moments. On day 3 of the Predator Q's Premier League pool, The round-robin table is now really starting to take shape. Every match, it seems, is of greater and greater importance. Skyler Woodward breaking off, trying to draw level with Joshua Filler at 2-2. And I can tell you that is the scoreline over on table 2. Against Mieszko Fortunski. He couldn't stop himself, could he, Carl? You heard the groan when he realised it was no good.
Now this is a tight one, Phil, isn't it? I think you can see the lower end of the one. Well, he couldn't, so he's tried to kick it in the corner, did he? Good news for Skyler. He's back at the table, double quick, with a good chance. That was a nice shot. To get the cue ball back and away from the rail, when there's distance, you've got to hit that ball nice. He's going to play 2 rails behind the 4 to come back out. Everyone's played plenty of matches now, so nobody's not used to the speed of the table.
Yes, in terms of matches played, Lechner and Naoki Oi have been involved in most. They're into double figures.
Naoki got off to a good start as well, didn't he, Phil, as well? But he's only won 4 matches now out of that 10 matches.
Trying to reach that mark as well.
Right, 5. Joshua Filler to break. 2 racks each.
Again, there you see the cue ball. Joshua's playing the cut break. The cut break is where the cue ball comes off the 1 ball and then cuts to the side rail and then back out towards the middle.
Look at this. Keep your eyes on the middles. The 5 and the 6 both looked in. Both refused to drop.
Yeah, I said yesterday I was sitting around the practice tables having a chat with all the players, and Jason and Joshua was actually Joshua's always seems to be on the table when I go past. He's putting a lot of practice hours in, and I looked at the table and I thought, wow, them middles, they look a little keen, Phil. Have you actually been close to the table at all, or do you just come straight in here?
Oh no, every morning just have a wander through the practice area, see who's there. Shoot the breeze with whoever it might be. Normally, very early in the morning, it's Naoki Oi. He's been practicing an awful lot. Another rack won by Joshua Filler. Another rack dominated by Filler, who has regained the lead at 3-2. Doesn't he play a stylish game, Cole?
He does indeed. Very easy on the eye. He's the left-hander. Talking of left-handers, Fortunski has gone for the jump stick, or shorty, as it's also known as. It's also known as going airborne. Needs a little bit of luck here, and it looks like it's going to sit up okay for him. Catch it, that's not going to help his mind whatsoever.
Yes, I think his temper is on rather a short fuse today. Let's just say mentally he's a little fragile. He's not used to losing. That's the thing. He's an elite player.
Yeah, for Kachi to have played 6 and only won 1, that is a little bit of a shock.
Can tell you, by the way, his brother, Claudio Kachi, is in England at the moment, up in Sheffield at the Dington Way Snooker Academy, taking part in the World Snooker Federation Junior Open.
Oh, very interesting. I know Kachi's told me before, his younger brother. Is he 15, Phil? 14, 15?
Around that, I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
Yeah, he's told me he's very handy at the old snooker, and I'd actually said to Kachi at the Moscone, I said, well, surely he's got to get himself to Q School and start getting some
Skyler, Woodward to break.
experience.
Oh, that's a bad experience
Partial.
for Skyler Woodward.
Blind
Look at the
hand.
balls. There isn't one anywhere near a
Left,
cushion.
please.
And Joshua Filler, potter extraordinaire, might have a swift combo.
Run the balls out, but it's not going to be easy getting on the 3, is it? So that's what he's looking at. He's wondering, do I risk getting on the combo? If I don't quite get on it right, it's going to be difficult. Or do I play the position?
Well, I think he's such a good potter if he can get position on the 3. Can't really see any great value in taking the risk.
Yeah, most top pros
Extension code.
try and stay away from combinations unless they're guaranteed. That's something you see more on the amateur game, to be honest. Chasing the 9, that's what we say. I would imagine you would chase the 9 a lot, Phil.
I think my chasing days are over.
Shooting this 3 ball up into the far corner.
Quickly, let me tell you, Kachi leads 3-2 against Fortunski. And this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. When he gets the opportunity to pot balls, especially of this ilk, this routine sequence, it's unimaginable. He would miss. Suddenly, a gap appears. Scratching from the break in professional pool is not recommended. Most certainly not against Joshua Filler. That was the fate of Skyler Woodward, and it's now Filler who is 1 rack away from retaining that very impressive 100% record. When your day's not going well, call for a 3-ball plant. Look at this from Eklund Kachi. As good as gold. That's what took him into the 3-2 lead over Mieszko Fortunski I told you about just before the break. As for the Table 1 proceedings, well, Joshua Filler breaking off on the hill. And Carl, that will do.
Well, that will do. Wonderful. Things are just going from, well, from good to even better for Joshua. Open look at the 1-ball. 2's over on the far left. The 3-ball, he sat right near it, so that's not going to cause you any problems. Pink falls over the pocket. And this is pretty much the only shot where it can really go wrong. Oh, he's even playing exhibition shots, Phil, straight through the gap.
It looks as though Skyler Woodward's position is going to be just a touch more precarious after this. As for Filler, he's 5 pots away from making it 8 wins out of 8. Checking the cue ball, made its journey.
Wonderful performance from the young Joshua Filler.
And what an achievement this is. You know, we've now got 2 players, Albin